Malo la malia ho e ki mo nene ia Tonga kutoa fie ke tatale le ki mo tolu ki mo unio ngongo mo le te o me televisione Tonga ki he howani. I he wakai ki ngahi tala no lalahi o hoa. Lolo tonga i Amerika ai palemia ki he whakatau ai panke a mamani mo i kautaha paanga whakawahapure anga pe koe IMF. Maumali e ai waka whawhalimaha ki siaina koe a ake o e hala sirika i tongani ke ni whaifatongia whawhalimaha ki ma ai kakai e whanua. Pea whakatu he kapneti ai kau komisiona e toko nima ki he komisioni fo ou ki mauanga i vi malawa ke whafo ou. E eme ngahi tala noa ke he anaiangi pe whoki ki he wakai ki he mala e o e sipoti mo e whamatala e a. Ka koe wakai e ni ki he whakai ki ngahi o ngongo ko au popua aho. O ku lolotonga i Washington DC, Amerika, ai palemia atokita ai sake eke. O ku taki wholawa tua i he kulupu mei tongani ke kau ki he whakatahalahi whakatau ai panke a mamani pia mo i kautaha paanga whakawahapurianga ai au whakahoko i he wikeni. Ko e whakatahalahi whakatau ko ia ai panke a mamani pia mo i kautaha paanga whakawahapurianga pe ko he IMF. O ku kau ke kau taki o he pule anga, kau minista paanga, kau kovana panke pule, pe mengahi kupu whekau aki whakawaha pule anga, ki hono tālanga i o e tuunga whakalakalaka mo whakaekonomika whakamaman lahi, tuunga ngahi ngawe whakapaanga, pe mengahi whakatutuu ki ngahi ngawe whakalakalaka tuuloa mo kau katoa. I he ngongo tuku mai me he ofisi palemia, ku kau i heni ihi me tongani, ai pule lahi o pot ngawe paanga, Kristina tuai mei api, tukoni pule le siani whaletau pia mo i kovana o i panke pule o Tonga, tatafu moiaki, pehe ki he kau ofisa maolunga kehe i he pule anga. Kua noo ai waka whakawhalemaha ki a siaina i loa koe Arc Silk Road, pe koe a ake o i halasilika i he wafu vuna i he enetu uta i tongani i he pongpongi o i ahoni. Ko ne fofua taimia ni ke whalau whakawahapule anga i o whaifatongia ma ai ngahi whanua kehe o mamani pe lawe munuai mo tongani.
Ko e to ota eni a ake o i halasilika i he wafu vuna. O taritani maa whanai e he pale mea leo leo to ke tāta nera fusmalohi. Whātaha me ampastoa a siaina ki tongani, His Excellency Liwei Min, me kau whawhawhonga whakatiprometika e ni ihi mei toa pule anga, pe he ki ka kai o siaina mo tongani, ai a ake o i hala silika. Koe ne i tongani, koe konga ia ai wāwhinga e aki wāofi a tongani mo siaina, tau te whita i he whenga ke langa hake mo whaiwia e tuunga mo uine lei, ai ka kai o e whonua. E mea e ampastoa siaina ki tongani His Excellency Liwei Min, ngāne pehe, koe konga eni e nau ngāwe mo i whenga ke langa hake ai tuunga mo uilele e kakai o tongani, pia ke whaitoo a ki nau tonu o kwhema o whakawawe wawe ai toko ni lolo tonga e nau noo i he wafuvuna i he wikeni. Koe tape eni e nau whenga ke a usia ai visone mahu inga mo i kaweinga o ku wha whamamawhai e he nau Palestini Xi Jinping, ke nau whenga e aki i hono langa ha mamani o ku mālohi, to uloa mo mo uili nei, o ta tāwai pe koe hā ai lahi pe aunga o e whunua ko ia, ka ke nau whetokoni aki kotoa pe, o a o pe ke sektoa o e mo ui. Nāne pehe ko e nau whaka amu ia, e hoko ai whainga mālie o i tongani ai a ake o i hana sirika, pe Arc Silk Road, ke ne sivi, whakaata mo whaito o ngahi maha ki o kwhima o vivili ai e nau toko ni norotongai wā i taimi te nau i tongani ai. O giai e nau whakaamo e poke e tongani ai whainga mālieni o taratala ke i taimi lewa mo sivi e nau tonga mo uilelei pe ko hono whaiha whahinga whaito o pe e whiema o vivili. Pehe me ko manta o kune tatake mai ai whalawe waka whawhare mahakini, kua osi whanau ka kato pe ai a akeni a ke ngahi nau whkai no pōni mo lelei, ke ne whiau hawha hinga whiema o tokoni pe ki he mo ui. I kai ngatai ka ko nau omi pe me siaina mo e kau toke tā ma tau, pe he ke kau nesi ke nau whaka uatu e nau ngawe tokoni, mo e nau ngawe ma ai kakai o tongani. Lorotonga i nau i tongani kua pau ke whai ho nau lelei taha ke toka ngai kina ai whiema o whaka mo ui lelei a tongani, tau te whito pe ki Tongatapu ni pe mo eua o ku tai mahali e i he tokoni a ke ko ia o i hala silika. Lolotonga ini ne whamalo ia heni he pale mia leo le o toke tāta ne na fusmalohi ai whainga malie ko tai malie ai a Tongani mo e ne whakaamu e ngā werelei aki e kakai e whonua ai whainga malie ni ia mahina o kuna whaka o atu pe ai tokoni whakamu uilelei koe ni ta ai totongi.
Ko hono tua whaa aki eni, ai ahi mai ha waka pe he, o waka, fo ou, rangi eni, pia whakanau aki ai teknolosia whakamuimui taha. I he malae o e whaito, o ahi mai ki Tongani, ke whai whatongia, mā ki mautolu, ai kakai o e whonua, i he malae koe ni. Mo whakamahi noi, ai tu unga, maolunga, mo mālohi, o kuiai ai wāwhenga o e aki mo e wāwhakakau mea, i he pureanga o Tonga, pa mo e pureanga o le papurika, o e kakai o siaina. I he tau e ua fitu kua hili, na e whakamoni ai a Tonga pia mo e pureanga, o le papurika o e kakai o siaina, ki ha wāwhenga o e aki, i ha ngahi e lia, o tau sio ai he ahoni ki he ngahi lelei koe. Koia e he ahoni o tau talitali lelei, ai wholauni.
E toki ka matape i nau ngāwe ma atongani a pongi, o lene ai ki he whaosinga o wike kimu ai a pia nau whoki ato mei Tongani, i he aho moni te kahau. Koe a ake koe ni ko mita e te au fitu walu hono loloa, mita e wa whahono whalahi pea ko hono maolo ngā mita e toru nima. O ta i maalie i he tokoni whawhare mahaki koe ni a siaina i he tauni a Nauru, Fiji, Tongani, Mexico, Jamaica, Barbados, Brazil, Peru, Chile, mo Papua New Guinea. I ngai whanua ko nau iai ki mua pe nau toku whalau mai ki Tongani, o whaafuafua ki he kakai e tahamano whaafitupu ko nau taimalie i he whaiwhatongia koe ni ai waka whawhare maha ki a ake o e hala silika. Ko e fuafua taimi eni ke tō otai ai a ake o e hala silika pe ko e ak Silk Road i Tongani, hiriangia a hono whotu pe whau ai waka koe ni i he tau kua o sipe i siaina ai a koe waka e tolu whakatoa a siaina, koe ngai waka whawhare mahaki a o kau kei e waka koe ni peheki he waka a ake o e melino ne tō ota i Tongani i ngahi tau koe a kua hili mahino pe whoki koe i henea waka o whahoko e ngai whatongia. Whakawhare mahaki kehe pe ai o malawa i he whare mahaki o whai, ma ai kakai ko ia o e whonua mo e whakaamu e tai maali ai e kakai tō lahi o Tongani. Ko i hene waka ko e ne whoki mai a mei Fiji, pea e whoki atu mei Tongani ki whakatamua eni ki Nauru i he ngahi aho ko ia kahoko mai. Ma ai o ngongai le tio mo i televisione Tonga, ko auriri ani polu tele, mei he waka a aiki ko ia o e hala sirika ki he hoani.
Kua tali he kapneti ai toko nima ki nau whakahoko whatongia ko e kau komisiona i he komisioni fo ou ai mau angaiwi malawa ke whakafo ou. Ko hirieni hono tali i he whakataha i kapneti i he whalaite auwike ko o si.
I he mea pale miale o le o toki tātani la fusmalohi nāre pehe, ko sino ngā e make ko ini le whakatu uia e he pule a ngā, ki toka ngai kina a ngahi ngā ue whelawe i moe mapei ai ngā ue ai mau ngaiwi malawa ke whafo ou i Tongani. Ko e sea kau komisiona i he komsoni iwi malawa ke whafo ou ko toki tā lia maka.
Whaosina mautaria ne nai ke apoini kau komisiona fo ou, a pewena i whamatalatu ki mua atu. Kuia e komsoni ke mauangaiwi, Energy Commission. Pena mafotua ni nai e kau me mipa fo ou ki ai, ki nau hoko ate ngāwe. Ai a koe transition en me Tonga Power, Tonga Energy Electricity Commission, ke Tonga Energy Commission. Nā mau fotu ai a toitaria maka ke hoko koe sea, pia tokoni ga tenol fale, pia me mipa a paneska atoa, Christmas maas, mo wahit fifita. Pia ku tarifaki ki ai a tevita tūkunga. Ko tevita tūkunga kau te ke whili whalelea, baka toki a tūnga ku kai ke kau he whili, pai whokumele vai ki he komsoni ko ni he Energy Commission.
Nai tue whamala ala toki tā fusmalohi ki ngā ue o kwhahoko e komsoni ko ini.
Ai ko e tau de nau whengaak le lewa ke whotutu le subsidi. E ko e mea hā mai ku kai ke kau e subsidi, Ko fangi o tu motu vai wa mo hapa. Una lele funa to fo nga ke mini grid. Pa ko hiko to ko lai ko ki motu. Ke na ko tawi ha fa nga teknologia pe. O mama fa nga na to he na o lunga na to e na o tana ki pe household. O na pa nga ta mo se te ngo fu na to. Pa fa tu ko na hanu pa ho pe pa nga ta. Ka e fenga na to ke ko le mai ki me te ki mo puanga. Ke angi mo hana subsidy. Ai ko tu nga ne ngawi ko pa ko.
Kai ke hui komsoni iwi malawa ke whafo'o o ku taliu ia mo whamalmalu i he minista e potu ngawe meide.
O ku tohi ki tō ai ngā ue ai ngāhi kupu whekau aki o nau ngā ue whakapatonu ki hono tukanga kina ai ngāhi whakatamaki whanatula i he whenga ke toi siofi ai ngāhi whia mao vividi ai kakai pe heke ngāhi ngā ue e malawa ke matu uaki aki ai ngāhi ngā ue mateu teu ki ha whakatamaki whanatula.
O ku kamata i ahoni ai whamau i ngai pe whamanatua whamaman lahe whasisia tūla veanga fua ki ngāhi whatamak whainatula. O ku take atoa tale kita o ofisi whawhonua mapule i ngahi mea whatupake NDRMO mafua maka ai poloklama whakalahi ilo ki ngahi ako anga me ngahi tūkui kolo i he wahe whonua e wā. O ku mahino ku ia ngahi whengau akilelei me ngahi kup whekau aki i he taimi o ku hoko e whatamak whainatula ai aku leine mu ai Society Close Kula a Tonga. I e whaik eke ngonga le te o Tonga me skeri tali senia le Society Close Kula a Tonga sione tau mui whalauna ni pehe. O ka hai mai i he kaweinga tataki ake a wiki mau ingani ke e whakapaanga ai mateu teo o i kai ko e whakapaanga ai mau i he hili o i whakatamaki. O ku kātoi he kaweinga ta unie mau inga o i mateu teo ke whasisi ai hoko hawe sia pa te whasisi i ai ngai whakamole o whamole ki onolanga fo o ai ngahi nunu a kovi o hoko ki he whunua.
O whema o ke whakapaanga e tau mateu teo ka o kui kai ko tau whakapaanga ai mau. Ie hiri ko ha ngai whakatama. Ai e koe ka venga mau i ngai nia ka nai taha e mea nai pai ke tio e koroskura. Koe ai hapa he ngā aue ki mua tō maha whakatama ki. Ai e koe mau ngā koni hange koe mea kon na mau ngai mahaina koni na mariwatu na mau ai whoki ai ha ngai kuha. Mea ngā aue ke awe ke kau ki sakolo hangi koni koe le tio, koe mea me sindo tua kau, koe mea mwe mai, koe mea kasa, koe mea mwe nahi nau ke he koe vesi koe tui he si kau o sakolo mo nau kau tokoni he tau mea kai whatamaki. Ei koe tahe e mea kou ku mawe motoane me ke society ki whahama teu. Ei ku kawenga kone tauni, ke whakapaanga mua ki nau tolu koe he ngahi tōkui kolo, ke tau tū mateu teu, kai koe tau toki whakapaanga pe ngahi whare ku holo, ngahi mea. Ai koe ka wenga mau ngene se nete ka te au, ka koti koe mea ton ke uwhataha ki ai mau tolu koe mo whaipatongi ai nang whakoe ni, ai mateu teu. Ka hae mea ala tokoni ke ngahi kolo, tōkui kolo, mo tōkui motu,
O ku tui a tau moi wholau o kei whia upe ke hiki tō ai ngā aue ai ngahi kupwhikau aki ki he ngahi tūkui kolo ke siofi koe hae ngahi matawaiwai o kei whia mau ke whakaivia. E kai ngatai koe palani ngā aue ki he kaha u e mahino aro ki tui lalahi mo hoko ange ai hoko e whatamak whainatula pe ke ngai nunu a kovi o e whiliri waki o e ea.
Ka kotui maha koe mene ko hiki tō ke mau ngā aue. Te mau oktotonu ki mau tolu mau ngau e ta whako ni ke mau tala noa pe me ngahi koro. Koe whoke ngahi ngau e ko mai pe e me muri o tuhu i pau mai koe mea e whai pa koe mea tunu ke whakahoko me mea ikai. Koe e sio kone mo tuani o mau inga ke mau ati mato whanongo ki mea whi mau e kakai pa mo e koro. Ta pe mau toki tula whare rewa ke whi mau kui vihiri koe e koro. Ai koe foi liwanga ne tun ke fai ke wakai ta tau pe me preanga o ba to ko finga te me takai ko ko por tu ko koe na fe ma wi de na to ke ko hiri da ha be a preanga e mo no na ko si ma o ko me fai ka ko tu na ke tu hai mo tau ke fa ha pe ta me ma un mai ma to le ta milita ke ka o ma finga be statistica pa ke ko si be fa tamaki o so me te ki pe mama o hingoa e toko taha i tau pe ko patangata. na toko la ma ha pu me ko no ko sia pe ke ma tu fare ma to eseni e ka me ko ne ma ta ki ko ta ora ko ne ma nga we ne ngo ma te ta pole ni o tu pe mo te ni ti o tu pe na ke haka ai ha atu mo e kulo ka ke ha me kai ai ko putu ko ne mo tu ane me pa ta ke ko fai asio ki ai ma wingan gi se ni ti ke toko ni le va ba beta ha ke ki family ko no ma na pare pe ko wisia ko ne ko ta maki e va beta na mau he me ko ni he hunga tonga hunga pa
Kai ke hok mahinu ko sfotu tu he office wa fonua mapule e ngai mea fatupake NDRMO ai ngahi polokalama i he wikeni ke whailonga i aki ai wike mahu ingani. O kao ke me fotu tu e whakahoka whituktuk whawawā e whakanganga i he ngahi ako anga o ka hoko ha whatokanga pia o kola.
Pea ko hika whailonga i he mahinani ai mahina o i kansa huhu, pea inoa ko i Pinktober, nei kamata pe me he aho uraki o mahinani ai lele polokalama sivi kansa huhu, ko i taha pe ni ngahi polokalama o kutataki he society kansa huhu o Tonga, ko i whakatokanga mo siofia ai hao me malu ai mo uia ka kaiwhewhine me he maha ki koe ni.
I he whakaike eke mo whakafofonga me he society kansa huhu o Tonga, ko lilieta tā kau. Nāne pehe, ko whia mau ke lava o ilo i kei taimi mo whakatokanga i wawe ai mahakini o ka pau o ku mau koe i he mahaki.
Ko mahaki koe ni, ko mau koe kei taimi o whainga maari e lahi ange ai ke whai ha whai to o ke mo ui. O ku lahi e taimi o ku holo mui ai ka kai whewhine me alo siwi tupu me he iri whia te ko ha kai ke mau ha taha ke whakaloto lahi. Ka mautu ta whaaki mautau ai society kansa huhu e whai e ngā ue koe ni ki whaloto lahi ki nau tō pe koe toi tupat mga hai whamatala.
Nāne toi pehe o iai pēa tau pau o os whakapapau i ke nau lava o mau ngofua ai mahakini. Ai ako ki nau tōlok tu ulawea ngofua taha ke mau ai mahaki.
Tau whanoa pe whanoa ki olunga ai ko o ku aonga lewa ke o whai ha raki sivi he ka pau te ke whakahoko ha sivi ko ia pae o moe kau whewhine koe mahu i ngā ia he ku o mai be whika ia Ainga koe whika i he ngai whonua lahi māmani koe toko taha i he toko hongo fulu haka kai whewhine i hou ai whawhine o ku lawa kene mao e kansa ai koe whika ia koe kansa huhu
Nāne pehe o iaia whakamatala pau mi whale maha ki Vaiola, koe kansa lahi taha eni ke mau i Tonga ni. Pa moe kansa ia ku toko lahi taha i e mālolo ai ka kai Tonga. O whawhuafua ke toko ua noa i he wike o ku lava atu o sivi, pe o ku whakaamu ai e he society kansa huhu a Tonga, ke osi ai mahinani kua o e kausivi ke toko ua ngeau tau noa tupu, kua lava o sivi. Nai o mai ai ai tapou mo whakaloto lahi me society ki ka kai whewhine ai whonua, ke nau lava atu o sivi i he whale maha ki Vaiola. Koe kau peia ki no whakamahu inga e mo ui o ka kai whewhine, pea taimlele i whoki ka mauai o ku kansa, e whainga maalie ke wawehangaue ki he whakahoko ha whaito. Ma ai o ngongo ai le te o me televisione Tonga, koritea tau kapo.
Koe ngahi o ngongo whakaloto whanua pea, ka koe wakale waini ki he whakamatala ea, pea mō pesa kuila me he senta whakamatala ea Tonga i Fuamotu.
Malo lau mare ho eki pea moe lelei a Tonga kotoa, tai tari whiawhia ki mō tolu ki he tau whakamatala ea ko ia i he ewhia whini. Ngahi tāna o lalahi le waino e aho whatonga i ange. Lahi ke alo maari e pe ki he konga lahi ngahi wahi whanua ko ia o tu Tonga, malape kei moha ua tu mo tō, tau te whito ki he whakatoke lau ki niwa whaou pea mo niwa Tongatapu. Kai tau whanonga at koia he whiawhini ka pongpongi te tau kei whi awat pe mo haviri o kuwangi māmālohi ke hako hako ke konga lahi ngai vai whanua pia mo potahi koia o tu Tonga. Wakai te wani ke tau i misa te laite ke ngai vai whanua koia o wawau haapai Tongatapu pia mo ewa lahi ke alo maari e pe tuke hanga taime au whia langi malape ke ai moha uhatu umato maa pe. Ka tau wakai ke whakatoke lau ki niwa whaou ka pe whoki niwa Tongatapu. Au whia pe whotunga langi pia moha uhatu mo tō holo whanonga koe he whiawhini ki a pongi. Wakai lewa ni ke tau ngahi whatokanga koe ke ngahi wahi whanua o kei tū pe whatokanga hako ke kotoa pe ngai vai whanua koia o tu Tonga. Whatonga o ke ngai potahi ke mea i he kau wholau tahi, ka pe ke kau tau tai. O kei tū pia whatokanga hako pia moe whare i ke whanki i waka iki, ke tokanga he o ki tahi, ke ngai potahi koia o yongo niwa, wawau haapai, Tongatapu pia mo eua. Wakaire wani Pasifiki ahu ni magoe ka hoko mai whatonga yangi. Alo maari e kune toka ki o tau potahi whatonga ake, pe aia tene kei whetukutuku mai e tau toka anga matangi o angi, pe meha ake mo tonga ake, ke kotoa pe ngahi vai whanua pe me potahi koia o tu Tonga. Whataha pe kei mua whanki alu tamaki uha vai, i he whalaite koia whaosinga i wikeni, pe aku ei mo alo maari e kune ngā unu mai ki o tau potahi whatonga, ki e tokonaki pe mo sāpate koia o i wikeni. Ai ke tofuhia kotoa pe o Tonga i he alo maari e, toke hangatai me au fia langi, malape kei moha ua tu umato maa pe, ke kotoa pe o tu Tonga. Kai tau whanonga koia he fia fini ko ki a pongpongi, whatonga ngā iangi ngahi vai whanua koini o wawau haapai, Tongatapu pe mo eua, lahi ke alo maari e pe toke hangatai me au fia langi, malape kei moha ua tu umato maa pe. Ka ki ngai vai whanua rewa koia ki toke lau ki niwa who'ou ka pe ki niwa Tongatapu, au fia pe whotunga langi, malape kei moha ua tu umato to holo. Ke iangi pe tau toka anga matangi pe meha ake ma tonga ake, ke kotoa pe ngahi potahi koia o tu Tonga. Mai le tahi nima ki huanoa ke houa, pe hiki haka o ke mai le tahi wanima ki he houa, ke kotoa ngahi vai whanua, potahi koia o yongo niwa, wawau haapai, Tongatapu pe mo eua. Maulanga taha koe wha mawhana ke poni, tikilise siase wanoa ki Tongatapu pe mo eua, pe au pe ke tikilise siase wawha ki niwa who'ou, ka pe whoki ki niwa Tongatapu. Ko tau whamatala ea rewani ka pongpongi, whatonga iangi, tau kei whea pe moha alo maari e tuke hanga au fia langi, malape kei moha ua tu umato maa pe, ke kotoa pe ngai vai whanua o tu Tonga. Ke iangi pe tau toka anga matangi pe meha ake mo tonga ake, mai le tahi nima ke wanoa ke houa, pe hiki ako ke mai le tahi wanima ke taunoa ke houa, ke kotoa pe ngai potahi koia o tu Tonga. Palunga tako wha mawhana ka pongpongi, te glise siase wano, ki Tongatapu pe mo eua, pe au paki kilise siase ua fitu ki whakatoke lau ki niwa who'ou, ka pe he whoki ki niwa Tongatapu. Tai mihua pe moi mamaha koe e tahi, maha tau kai atoi mite wanoa ke fitu ane fiafi, tau maari atoi mite hongo fulu ke taha a hengi. Koe la a moi mahina whatonga inge hopo e la a o se hongo fulu mehe ono a pongpongi, pe ato ia atoi mite taha fitu ke fitu e fiafi pe ko ia a pongpongi. Hopo e mahina, o sta wha me he taha hoa taha ko ia a pongpongi, pe ato ia i ose ngo fulu me taha ua tu apo o i pongi ko ia a pongi. Whaos pia tau wakai ke tau whamatala ea ko ia ki he aha e nima ka hoko mai ki Nuku'alofa, o ka mata he pule lulu ko ia o wikendi, o au ki he sāpate, whaos singa o wike. Whatonga ingi te tau ki whia pe moha alo maari e tuke hinga au fia whotunga langi, pe malape kei moha ua tu umato to holo, tau te whito ki he pule lulu, pe mo sāpate ko ia whaosinga e wikendi. Malunga taha koe wha mawhana ki ahu dima koe ka hoko mai ki Nuku'alofa, te kilise siase wan wha ki he ua ono. Koe ka kato ia e tau whamatala ea, malo apitoho mou mea mai, ka mou mea.
Ko e whamumita haia o e whamatala ea, ino tuku mai mihi senta whamatala ea a Tonga i whaamotu. Mo i ka katoa i ngā hiongongo, mo i leiti o Tonga, mo i televisioni Tonga ki he hauani. Kai ki mua pētau mawai, ko te wakai ni ki ngā hitala nola lahi o i aho. Lolo Tonga i Amerika ai palemia ki e whakataha o e pankea mamani mo i kautaha pa anga whakamaman wahi, pe ko e IMF. Mao maari e ai waka whawhalimahaki a seaina ko e ake o halasirika i Tongani, ki ne whaiwhatongia whawhalimahaki ma ai kakai e whanua ka mata a pongpongi ki he aho tokonaki. Pea whakatu he kapneti ai kau komisiona i toko nima ki e komisoni who'ou ki e mauanga iwi ma lawa ki whakawho'ou. Koe ngā hiongongo pia mo i leiti o Tonga, mo i televisioni Tonga ki he hauani ma loa pito e tau kei whia mai mo mea. Good evening and welcome to your English news package with radio and television Tonga News for tonight. Making headlines, Prime Minister Ike is currently in the United States with a Tongan delegation for the annual meeting of World Bank Group and the International Monetary Fund. The Silk Road Arc arrives in Nuku'alofa for a week-long mission to provide medical care for the Tongan people. And Cabinet appoints 5 commissioners to the newly established Tonga Renewable Energy Commission. We'll have these and more stories coming up later on in this bulletin, as well as the latest in sports and a weather update to wrap up this hour's news package. Now for the news in detail, I'm Pupua Aho. The Prime Minister, Dr. Isaac Eke, is currently in Washington, D.C. in the United States to participate in the 2025 annual meetings of the World Bank Group and the International Monetary Fund this week. The annual meetings bring together heads of government, ministers of finance and development, central bank governors, and international stakeholders to discuss global economic developments, financial stability, and strategies for sustainable and inclusive growth. A press release from the Prime Minister's office states Tonga's delegation to this important gathering includes Cristina Tuaime Api, CEO of the Ministry of Finance, Deputy CEO Lesieli Faletau, Reserve Bank Governor Tatafu Moyaki, as well as other senior officials. In the latest developments of Tonga-China relations, the Chinese hospital ship Silk Road Ark arrived in Nuku'alofa this morning, docking at the Vuna Wharf, where the acting Prime Minister and several dignitaries welcomed the visiting ship. The Silk Road Ark is in Tonga as one of its stops on its humanitarian mission to the Pacific and Latin America, looking to provide medical care for the people of Tonga during its one-week stay.
The Ark Silk Road, when arriving at the Vuna Wharf this morning with the acting Prime Minister Dr. Tongatapus, Chinese Ambassador to Tonga, His Excellency Liu Wei-min, and other diplomatic goals at the scene together with Chinese and Tongan communities welcoming the Ark Silk Road. The Ark Silk Road was commissioned in April 2024. It is 178 meters long, 24 meters wide and 35 meters high. Its arrival marks the first time for this ark to visit Tonga and the 4th time for a Chinese ocean-going ship to provide hospital and medical services for the people of Tonga. Speaking at the welcoming ceremony, Dr. Tongatapus, the acting Prime Minister, welcomed the arrival of the ship to Tonga.
Today, we are delighted to welcome the newly 2024 commissioned Silk Road Ark hospital ship, reported to be more advanced than that of its sister ship, the Peace Ark, with an impressive crew of medical doctors, nurses, pharmacists on board. Your presence today marks the 4th visit of its kind to our shores, with the same intention of offering similar advanced medical services to the people of Tonga, as well as promoting military exchanges.
The Chinese ambassador, His Excellency Liu Wei-min, says this is part of China's 2025 Mission Harmony to the South Pacific and Latin America, providing humanitarian medical services to the local people, with the Silk Road Ark being equipped with advanced medical departments, diagnostic units, an emergency helicopter, and other providing medical support and care for those in need. This 2025 Mission Harmony is a peace envoy that promotes peace, spreads friendship, and conveys love as part of their commitment to global health and humanitarian cooperation.
The world we live in today is increasingly interconnected. We face common challenges, whether they are public health threats, natural disasters, economic shocks, or climate change. These challenges do not recognize borders, and they cannot be solved by any single country. The only way forward is working together, and that is why Chinese President Xi Jinping has called for the building of a community with a shared future for humanity, a world where countries, regardless of size or strength, support one another, develop together, and share the benefits of peace and prosperity. The mission of the Silk Road Ark is a practical step toward this goal. It shows that true friendship means standing with each other not only in times of celebration, but in times of need, to heal, to support, and to uplift.
His Excellency says they have supported Tonga with medical supplies, personnel exchange, training programs, patients referral, and assistance during the COVID-19 pandemic and the recent dengue outbreak.
Today, the Silk Road Arc brings with it a highly trained team of Chinese doctors, nurses, and technicians who will work closely with their Tongan counterparts. Over the coming days, they will provide free medical consultations, surgeries, medical training, and public health outreach, ensuring that services reach not only those in hospitals, but also the communities. These are not just about medical treatment, but also about knowledge sharing, capacity strengthening, and trust building. The ship will also conduct military exchanges with His Majesty's Armed Forces in many ways, including sports events and joint exercise, further enhancing our meal-to-meal relations.
The ship will not only provide medical consultations and treatments on board, but will also dispatch medical teams to local community clinics and Viola Hospital as well as Ewa. Meanwhile, the acting Prime Minister, Dr. Tongatapu, acknowledged the continued support from China as they will provide free medical services to the people.
We highly appreciate the services that you want to offer, and I'm confident that the people of Tonga will value your medical assistance. With this act of kindness and consideration, it has further strengthened the existing people-to-people exchanges of our two countries.
The ship will be open to the public at 1:30 tomorrow afternoon, and it will continue until Saturday on the schedule according to the Ministry of Health. More than 400 doctors, nurses, and Navy personnel are on this mission on the hospital ship, and they have provided assistance to more than 14,000 people since the start of their mission this year only.
Cabinet has appointed 5 new commissioners to make up the newly established Tonga Renewable Energy Commission operating under the supervision of the Minister for MADEC.
The acting Prime Minister, Dr. Tongatapus, announced the establishment of the Tonga Energy Commission during the press conference, saying this is a special organization established by the government to oversee and coordinate activities related to the development and implementation of renewable energy initiatives in Tonga. The Energy Commission Chair is Dr. Liamaka, with Daniel Fale as Deputy. The rest of the commissioners are Klisimasi Maasi, Aganeska Atoa, and Maheti Fifita. Dr. Fusimalohi says the roles of the new commission include monitoring and evaluating renewable energy projects across the country, ensuring compliance with environmental standard, safety regulations, and best practices. The commission will also provide strategic advice to the government on policies related to renewable energy, ensuring alignment with Tonga Energy Roadmap and international climate commitments.
Disaster risk management stakeholders are preparing a week of activities to mark International Day for Disaster Risk Reduction as they aim to reassess the urgent needs of the people and identify actions that can strengthen preparedness against natural disasters.
This year, the National Disaster Risk Management Office is marking International Day for Disaster Risk Reduction with awareness programs in schools and communities in Ewa, unveiling new tsunami evacuation boards as part of ongoing efforts to enhance public awareness and early warning readiness. The NDRMO and related stakeholders such as the Tonga Red Cross Society work closely together in disaster risk reduction in the country, with the Red Cross often being the NDRMO closest partner and often first on the ground in an event. Speaking to Radio Tonga News, the Secretary General of the Tonga Red Cross Society, Moimoi, says that this important week is guided by the theme Invest in Preparedness, Not in Damage Recovery. This year's theme emphasizes the importance of preparation to reduce the impacts of disasters and financial costs associated with rebuilding afterwards. Moimoi believes that that there is still a need to enhance the work of partner organizations in local communities to identify and strengthen areas of vulnerability. He also emphasized the importance of future planning, given the increasing frequency of natural disasters and the worsened effects of climate change. Meanwhile, the National Disaster Risk Management Office has a number of events organized for the week to emphasize the importance of disaster risk reduction.
And with October being Breast Cancer Awareness Month, the Tonga Breast Cancer Society are running their nationwide screening and awareness campaign, offering free breast cancer screening at Viola Hospital, and they are urging the public to make use of this offer during Pinktober.
Lilieta Takau from the Tonga Breast Cancer Society said this program is aimed at enabling women to get a mammogram to screen for breast cancer, as early detection is the best chance for fighting breast cancer. Takau says women must be aware of the disease and take action as soon as possible. Many women may not recognize the symptoms until the cancer has advanced, so early screening is essential to improve survival chances and provide timely treatment. According to Takau, around 22 to 27 women are being screened each week, and by the end of the month, the society expects more than 230 women to have completed screening. The campaign is a national health initiative emphasizing the importance of protecting women's health across Tonga. The Tonga Cancer Society encourages all women to participate in the screenings, highlighting that early detection can save lives and significantly reduce the risks posed by this deadly disease. Reporting for Radio and Television Tonga News, I'm Litea Taukapo.
That was the latest from the local scene. Taking a look at the latest weather updates with Besa Guila from the Tonga Met Service.
Good evening, Tonga. Welcome back to a weather forecast from Tonga Met Services. Our main story for this evening, we expect fine weather over most parts of Tonga with a showers to northern group, especially for Nuku'alofa and Tongatapu. But please take notes, a fresh to strong winds continue to affect most parts of Tonga land and coastal waters. For satellite imagery, as you can see, for Wawa'u Ha'apai, Tongatapu and Ewa, mainly fine with clear skies apart from cloudy periods, with possible few showers. But looking further to the north, for Nuku'alofa and Tongatapu, cloudy periods with a possible scattered showers from this evening to early tomorrow morning. For current warnings for land areas, a strong wind warning remains in force for all of Tonga land areas. Warning for coastal waters, a strong wind warning with a small craft advisory remains in force for Wawa'u Ha'apai, Tongatapu and Ewa, and also Nuku'alofa and Tongatapu. Across the region the next 5 days, a high pressure system moving east from the southeast of Tonga, which prevails an east to southeast wind flow across the Kingdom of Tonga, with a possible scattered showers by the end of this week, especially for this Friday, and becoming fine based on the high pressure system moving from the southwest lies to the south of the group, which circulates a south to southeast wind flow across the Kingdom of Tonga by the end of this week. Let's bring in the weather closer to home into Island Division from this evening to early tomorrow morning. We expect fine weather across Wawa'u Ha'apai, Tongatapu and Ewa, apart from cloudy periods with possible few showers. But looking further to the north, for Nuku'alofa and Tongatapu, cloudy at times with possible scattered showers. For the winds, east to southeasterly winds, 15 to 20 knots, rising up to 25 knots for Nuku'alofa, Tongatapu, Wawa'u Ha'apai, Tongatapu and Ewa, and the overnight minimum temperature 20 degrees Celsius for Tongatapu and Ewa, across to the newest of around 24 degrees Celsius. Forecast for tomorrow, we expect a similar condition with a mainly fine across the Kingdom of Tonga, apart from cloudy periods with possible few showers. For the winds, east to southeasterly winds, 15 to 20 knots, rising up to 25 knots for all of Tonga coastal waters. And the maximum temperature for tomorrow, 26 degrees Celsius for Tongatapu and Ewa, across to the newest of around 28 degrees Celsius. For the tide prediction, low tide 6:40 p.m. this evening, high tide at 12:50 a.m. Early tomorrow morning. Sun and moon, sun will rise at 6:10 a.m. tomorrow morning and will set at 6:43 p.m. tomorrow evening. Moon rise at 1:14 a.m. early tomorrow morning and moon set at 12:10 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. Wrapping up with our 5 days outlook for Nuku'alofa starting this Wednesday until Sunday, the end of this week, we expect fine weather apart from cloudy periods with possible scattered showers, especially for this Wednesday and Sunday, the end of this week. And the maximum temperature in the next 5 days for Nuku'alofa, 24 to 26 degrees Celsius. Thank you for tuning in. Malo Aupito. See you next time.
Thank you to Bessa and the team at the Tonga Met Service for that latest weather update, wrapping up this hour's news package. But before we part, here's a final look at tonight's top stories. Prime Minister Ike is currently in the US with a Tongan delegation for the annual meeting of the World Bank Group and the International Monetary Fund. Silk Road Arc arrives in Nuku'alofa for a week-long mission to provide medical care for the Tongan people, and the Cabinet appoints 5 commissioners to the newly established Tonga Energy Commission. That was the latest news with Radio and Television Tonga News for tonight. Thank you for joining us. Have a good evening.